Good morning, my fine feathered friends. Morning, good morning. It's another new day. We're here in Alberta and we're headed home today. But first, now that we've combed the beard, adjusted it, double checked it, we gotta go pick up our freight down the road in High River. That's in Alberta, like I said, and then we're headed to Winnipeg, Manitoba, the capital of my home province. I don't know if I'm going home after that or not. I guess we'll find out later, but we are headed that direction. So let's go pick up our freight. So I had a good night. Aside from the fact that I've had this excruciating pain by my right shoulder blade on my back. You know, sometimes you sleep wrong all night and you wake up with a really stiff neck, really stiff back. I went to bed like that. Strange thing is, it began after I showered. I think I pulled a muscle showering. Is that possible? Has that ever happened to you? I mean, it was a good shower, but I didn't think it was that intense. I could barely move. But it's a good thing. All I gotta do is back it into a dock and then open and close the doors and go home, because I'm in a lot of pain today. I've had it once before this bad, but it goes away after a little while. I gotta go see a chiropractor or something. Like, oh, right back there. Every time I turn my head, every time I move wrong, it's just BAM! Oh. But you know what I say? Pain is just a reminder that you're still alive, and you should be thankful for that. Mandy says I gotta turn right
on 7, then take ramp ahead.
Alright. Right and then ramp. Right and then ramp.
Turn right on 7.
Hold on, we have to yield. Ouch, that hurts looking that way. Ouch. Okay. I'm still alive. I'm gonna go up to Highway 2 here.
Exit on ramp to 2.
That's what I said, man. Now we're gonna head south. Just about 10 miles. Pick up this freight. I love picking up freight. I love dropping off freight even better. Ow! Ow, turned my head again. Had to look. Still alive. I'm gonna be reminded all day today that I'm still alive. How lucky am I? This is the nice on-ramp. Look at this. I can get right up to highway speed before even hitting the highway. Wow, it's almost like they thought that out. Very nice, very nice. Feel free to give my home province pointers and tips anytime you want about building roads to their Alberta.
Kilometers.
What did you say? 14 kilometers? A little under 10 miles, we gotta turn? Okay.
My wristwatch is broken, my shoes are untied. Time is a-ticking, and so is the tide. But I am not worried, things are what they are. Come rain or come shine or a shooting star. I've been to the south, I've been to the north, east and the west, the middle of course. I may have been astray, but I've never been lost. Never been beat by the road I've crossed. I guess I've been lucky to some degree, for someone who ate all the fruit from the tree. Stars been aligned and my goose hanging high. I'll be okay in by and by. I was born at morning on the first day of June, 1900 and something and two. My mom was a sweetheart, my father was too. They left me a watch and an old pair of shoes. I guess I've been lucky to some degree, for someone who ate all the fruit from the tree. The stars been aligned and my goose hanging high. I'll be okay in the sweet by and by. I'll be okay in the sweet by and by.
You know, there's something about driving across the prairies. Something just magical, especially this time of year. The sun stays up a little longer than it has in the past months. The bugs aren't out yet. Everything is so calm, peaceful. Farmers are getting ready to seed their fields to grow the crops to feed the world. It's a beautiful place. I mean, I'm a little biased. I'm from the eastern edge of the Canadian prairies. I don't actually live on the prairies. I live in the bush, sort of right next to the prairies. There's something about the wide open spaces, you know? The sunsets you get up here. Unlike anything people who have grown up in the mountains have seen before. Has a culture of its own. Prairie people are different than people, let's say, in BC or from Ontario. Definitely different from people in Quebec, for the most part. It's a big country, second largest in the world. We have different regions and whatnot, where people speak a little bit differently, act a little bit differently. On the whole, we sort of have one Canadian culture. Despite what the federal government says, we do have a Canadian culture that has been established over the past couple centuries, but alright, they want to say we have none. We'll leave that topic for another video. We're just passing through Moose Jaw here, passing by Moose Jaw. Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. I wonder how it got that name. I can only imagine. They like their moose here in Saskatchewan. They got Moose Jaw, they got Moosomin. I hit a moose in Saskatchewan 2 years ago. You guys remember that video? You want to look it up? It's called I hit a moose and stepped. No, how's it go? The title was "Stepped on a Snake and Hit a Moose." Yeah, that was an interesting day. I learned a lot about what happens when you hit wildlife. I was an owner-operator at the time. So the deductible was all mine, and at the time it was a $5,000 deductible, so that was a $5,000 moose that I hit. Yeah, after that I went out and bought a $5,000 moose bumper and said, if I'm gonna spend $5 grand, at least I'm gonna have something shiny to show for it, you know what I mean? Next time I'm ready. Never saw another moose or deer come near my truck again. Of course, right?